واحلى صباح بطل عليكم. انا جوال عزيز بسجمنت السفراء. بيسعدني اليوم بهالصباح رحب بسعاده سفير ماليزيا السيد أزري مات ياكوب. Excellency, good morning.
Good morning, Joelle.
It's not only good morning, it's selamat pagi.
Perfect.
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 So 10 over 10.
10 over 10.
First, you're most welcome, Excellency.
Thank you.
Ambassador of Malaysia to Lebanon. Sama Sama in Tele-Liban platforms. Sama Sama means welcome. And this is very important to have a virtual trip to Malaysia and to discover more about the country. This is very beautiful. To know more about it, if you can tell us. Welcome.
Joelle, thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here this morning with you. So a lot of people know about Malaysia. So let we take a little journey to Malaysia. So first of all, where is Malaysia located? So Malaysia is located in Southeast Asia. We are at the heart of Southeast Asia. So we have our border. We are bordering Thailand to the north and Singapore to the south. So we are strategically located, and a lot of people sometimes are not aware that Malaysia is divided into two. We have the Peninsular Malaysia, where the capital is Kuala Lumpur,
and the Borneo.
And we have the Borneo side,
Definitely,
which
exactly.
we have Sabah and Sarawak as well.
It's a constitutional federal
Monarchy,
country. Can you
yes.
tell us more about it,
Yes.
Excellency?
So Malaysia is also have a very unique political system. It's a constitutional federal monarchy.
Exactly.
That means we are full democracy. We are federated states. We have 13 states that makes up of the federation. And we have a monarchy as well. So
exactly.
Our monarch, our king, is the head of the state of Malaysia.
So it's a mixture, we can say, of federation, constitution, and monarchy.
Yes.
I'm going to make a short and concise translation to the audience, and we come back, Excellency, to discover the symbols of the very beautiful country, Malaysia. إذن ماليزيا مشاهدينا هي دولة اتحادية ملكية دستورية تقع بجنوب شرق آسيا، بحدها تايلاندا، إندونيسيا، سنغافورة وسلطنة بروناي. ماليزيا مكونة من 13 ولاية وإقليم اتحادي واحد. And let's not forget that the capital is Kuala Lumpur, Excellency. والعاصمة هي كوالالمبور. بينقسم البلد لقسمين بيفصل بيناتهم بحر أسين الجنوبي. القسمين هن شبه الجزيرة الماليزية، والقسم الثاني هي بورنيو الماليزية. The symbol of the very beautiful flag of this very beautiful country, Excellency.
Okay.
Let's discover the flag with the audience and see all those strips, colors, the white, the red, the blue, the yellow, I guess.
Yellow.
Yes, please.
So if you look at the Malaysian flag, generally you can see 14 stripes. So the 14 stripes represent the 13 state and 1 federal territory in Malaysia. And then we have a crescent and a star, 14 pointed star as well. So the crescent and the star is yellow. So that yellow representing our monarchy, our monarchy system. And the
yellow in the star represents the monarchy only.
Yes.
Does it refer or goes back to the progress of the country and the development, or it has nothing to do with that? Because
I think
usually the yellow color reflects development, progress.
Yellow
so
is actually our royal color.
Okay.
Official royal color. So the yellow in our flags symbolizes the monarchy in Malaysia.
Definitely.
So the crescent also represents Islam as our official religion.
Amazing.
So the blue represents unity. So there's a lot of things going on in Malaysian flag.
So the blue, I will recap, represents the unity. And the yellow represents monarchy. And the strips represent the states.
Yes.
How many states you said?
We have 13 states and 1 federal territory, which is Kuala Lumpur. Of course, historically, we have 1 federal territory, but now we add another 2. We have Labuan and Putrajaya as well as federal territory.
Amazing.
But that is not reflected in the flag because the flag was
Definitely. So the symbol of the flag بيتكون علم ماليزيا من خطوط بيضاء وحمراء ومنلاحظ بأعلى العلم في عنا اللون الأزرق. الأزرق بيرمز للوحدة اللي موجودة بالبلد، وفي عنا كمان اللون الأصفر بيرمز إنه ماليزيا هي دولة ملكية، وبالتالي في عنا الهلال يلي ببين انه الديانه الرسميه في الدوله هو الاسلام. The Islam is the official religion in the country. Basically this is it, Excellency. And وكمان النجم يلي موجود بدل على 13 ولايه موجوده 13 states in the country. But we have one federal state يلي هي اقليم اتحادي واحد هو يلي موجود كمان بستار يلي هي النجمه. Well, this is very interesting to discover all of that about Malaysia, the geographical map, the symbol of the flag, but it's not enough for us. Okay. We want to go and make this virtual trip to discover more about the ethnic diversity, Excellency, in Malaysia.
So what is unique about Malaysia is we are a multi-religious, multicultural society. That is something that we are very proud of. So in Malaysia you can find the ethnic, the Malay, the Chinese and the Indian. That's the main ethnic groups, and as well as many other ethnic groups in the Borneo, in Sabah and Sarawak as well. So that makes Malaysia very beautiful, this multi-ethnic country and multi-religious as well.
It's very rich, Excellency.
Yes, very rich in culture.
And it should, or I believe, to the best of my knowledge and belief, it's an open hub or gate for festivities. When they do the celebration together, they go to each other, as you told me before.
Yes.
Tell us more, please.
Okay, due to this multi-religious, multicultural society, we have a lot of festivals. We celebrate each other's festival. For example, for Muslim like me, we have Eid. And then we will have this thing that is, I think, you cannot, I don't think we have it in other places. We call it the concept of open house. So when there is a major festival by the respective race, for example, for the Chinese New Year, or the Indian Deepavali, we have an open house that everybody can come to your house to celebrate that festival with you. Your neighbors, your friends will come from morning till evening. We call it open house. Anybody can come.
So this open house, we can say it stems from high generosity.
Yes.
The population are very generous.
Yes.
And to welcome each others at their vice versa festivities.
Yes, for
Should
sure.
we agree on that?
For sure. It's all about.
Amazing. إذا يمتاز المجتمع الماليزي بتعدد الثقافات وتنوعها، وبيحتضن أكيد العديد من الأجناس والأعراق من سلالات مختلفة. من أهم السلالات اللي موجودة بماليزيا هن الصينيين، المالاي والهنود، وبالتالي عندهم خلفيات ثقافية متعددة والإثنيات المتعددة، وبيترددوا على الفستيفيتيز، الأعياد اللي عندهم إياها. مثلا عيد راس السنة عند الصين بزوروا بعضهم، المالاي بروح عند الصيني والصيني بروح عند المالاي، والهندي بنهار الاحتفال بأعياده الرسمية كمان بزوروا الإثنيات والسلالات المختلفة، وبالتالي بنهار العيد عند المسلم كمان الصيني والهندي بزوروا. This is an extensive pool of generosity, if I would say so. And what's about the tropical climate? It is situated next to the equator, and the climate is tropical.
Yes.
Tell us more, Excellency.
We are a tropical country, beautiful tropical country with a lot of rainforests and beaches.
How long does it take to fly from Lebanon, direct flight to Malaysia?
I think there's no direct flight at the moment. Probably you take another 3-4 hours to the Middle East.
Just building up with travel agencies to have.
We are working hard with travel agencies to have.
So about the climate.
Climate, okay, let's go to climate. So a tropical country, we can expect 20 to 30 degrees Celsius throughout the year. So we have one climate, which is, for us, we always make a joke that Malaysia have two climates, hot and rainy season. So
you have the monsoon.
We have the monsoon sometimes. We have the monsoon around December. We have a monsoon, a lot of rain. but sometimes monsoon can be a festival for us as well. When I was a kid, when monsoon come, we are so happy because we were like, you know, playing in the
Enjoying
rain. Yes.
And what's about humidity? It's a very high
It's
humid country.
It's a high humid country. That's why we don't like to walk so much because we start to sweat.
Definitely. إذا بالنسبة للمناخ بيتميز مناخ ماليزيا بمناخ استوائي على مدار العام لأنه هو قريب لخط الاستواء وكمان الرطوبة نسب الرطوبة فيه عالية. We're talking about Malaysia, but we have to see a short movie about it in order to show the audience more about this very beautiful pearl country. So basically, this is a movie that is gonna be to show about Malaysia. Well, Excellency, I would say, if I have the right, terima kasih. Terima kasih means thank you for such beautiful video in your language, terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Sama-sama. Really, indeed, Malaysia is an Asiatic paradise. It's a very beautiful country. If you want to discover those main touristic spots, what can you tell us, Excellency, about, for instance, Taman Negara?
Okay, if you see from the video, I think some of the video you can see how beautiful Malaysia is, very diverse. So you talk about Taman Negara. Taman Negara is literally translated is a national park.
Definitely.
This is where the bulk of our tropical forests are situated, is a preserve area. So it's if you like adventure, so Taman Negara is the place for you to go, to look at the tropical jungle, to go into the river by the jungle, to live surrounded by the nature. Taman Negara is a perfect place. And
stretching back to history, it has seen the light in 1938, 1939,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Amazing.
So amazing. It's an amazing experience to be among the nature. So if you say, I don't like to live in, I don't like wildlife so much, you have other destinations as well. Langkawi, for example.
Let's go to Langkawi, yes. Discover Langkawi.
If you like beautiful beaches, white sandy beaches, you can go to Langkawi. We have amazing place to visit in Langkawi. It's catered for family. We have a lot of resorts, and Depending on your budget, depending on how you want to discover, on how you
So
want to
it's a
travel.
long coastal strip, we can say that about
Yes, it's an
Langkawi.
island. It's a beautiful, legendary island.
And the budget are affordable for everybody?
It's affordable if you want to go. If you want to go backpack, if you want to go all 5, 6 star, Langkawi has it all. It depends on you, but I think it's a beautiful island that I think is very popular in Malaysia.
Let me do a short translation, Excellency. تمان نيغارا هي المتنزه القومي اللي شاف النور بالعام 1938 وبيتردد عليه كل السياح. بالنسبة للانكاوي هي جوهرة ولاية قدح وهو أرخبيل مكون من 99 جزيرة و5 جزر إضافية وكتير بيتردد عليه العائلات بتتردد عليه كل العائلات من أجل السياحة والأسعار اللي فيه أسعار كتير معقولة. What's about the Mount of Kinabalu, Excellency?
Mount Kinabalu is situated in Borneo. It's in the state of Sabah. It's the tallest mountain in Southeast Asia. So at a certain time of the year, probably you can have a little bit of snow due to the height.
Do you have ski resorts?
No,
No.
not enough. So
Because
snow.
it's a tropical country.
It's tropical.
Exactly, definitely.
But it's a beautiful, beautiful mountain as well. We have a lot of people, hikers, climbing Mount Kinabalu every year. So those who like adventure, go to Mount Kinabalu.
Okay, and let's go to Johor.
Johor.
Johor. What can you tell us about
Johor
Johor? The
is
situation, where is it located?
Johor is a state of Johor, which is situated in the south of Malaysia. So this state is bordering Singapore. So Johor is a gateway to Singapore, and Johor is also a very developed Malaysian state with a lot of tourism product. We have Legoland over there, and then we have resorts as well, and then we have the duty-free, the outlet if you want to do shopping. So Johor is also one of the good tourist place to visit in Malaysia.
إذا جوهور يلي تقع في أقصى جنوب شبه جزيرة مالايو وهي على حدود سنغافورة هي المنتجع السياحي المهم لكل السياح ليترددوا عليه وفي منطقة السوق الحرة. أما جبل كينابالو هو أعلى قمة موجودة ببورنيو وكمان بترتفع ارتفاع كتير كبير عن سطح المياه. Cameroon Highlands and Sipadan Diving Center. I like diving. What can you tell us first about the Cameroon Highlands and then the Sipadai Center?
Cameron Highland is also a mountain retreat. It's high on a mountain. So all of us, sometimes we are, it's too hot sometimes in Kuala Lumpur. We like somewhere cooler and nicer to spend. So we go to Cameron Highlands.
Escape.
To escape.
Exactly.
So it's a hilly area, beautiful green area, a lot of agriculture there. Cameron is known for its tea plantation. So there's a big tea plantation, and we like to go there to enjoy the scenery, the view, and the nature in Cameron Highland due to the
tea
cool
plantation
climate.
is
in
basic
Cameron
in this area.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And what's about the Sipadan Diving Center?
Sipadan is considered as one of the best diving sites in the world. So for the divers,
it's a high touristic destination,
yeah.
Excellency.
Sipadan is a bit.
The world.
It's not really high touristic because Sipadan is a small island. Only hardcore divers will, or
the local ones, you mean? The local divers.
Even for international tourists, Sipadan for divers, Sipadan will be in their map because that is one of the best diving sites in the world.
Amazing.
So if you see in the video just now with all the sea animal with all the fishes and everything, most likely those are taken in Sipadan.
Amazing.
Because it's an amazing diving spot.
As for Cameroon Highlands, مرتفعات الكاميرون هي أرض خضراء وبصير فيها كتير زراعة الشاي. بعدين الناس بتهرب من الطقس الحار بين كوالالمبور العاصمة لتروح على هالمرتفعات اللي بيكون الطقس فيها أحلى وما بيكون فيها القد شوب ورطوبة. أما سيبادان سنتر اللي هو مركز رياضة الغوص اللي أكثر شيء بيترددوا له السياح كمان هو مركز كتير مهم بماليزيا وهو مركز للرياضة. The World Heritage Sites, Excellency, we have the Malaccan, we have Georgetown, Lengung Valley, and what else?
I think the other one is
Gunung, Mulu?
Gunung Mulu, yes.
Yes.
You remember that, Mulu,
Yes.
Mulu National Park.
Definitely.
So those are very amazing tourist destination. You're talking
Yes.
about Georgetown. Those are historical. I love Georgetown personally because Penang, Georgetown is in Penang. Very multicultural places in Malaysia. Amazing food in Georgetown. And Mulu is a
Delicious
very
food.
nice geopark that one has to visit. It's an amazing site in Mulu. So Malacca, of course, Malacca is our historic place where the Portuguese came and settled in Malacca. Malacca was a trading post where the goods from China and goods from India are being traded in Malacca. So if you look at the history of Malaysia, everything starts from Malacca, I have to say. So Malacca is also now is an amazing tourist destination.
Amazing, excellency. إذا المواقع التراثية اللي ذكرناها مالاكا، جورج تاون، لانغونغ فالي، غونونغ، مولو هن من أهم المواقع التراثية الموجودة بماليزيا. والتاريخ بلش بمنطقة مالاكا بحيث صار في عندهم الحركة التجارية بين الشعوب، والمتنزه القومي يلي هو كتير مهم هو بجورج تاون. Discovering economy in a very short and concise way. What can you tell us about the mixed economy in Malaysia, Excellency?
Malaysia, I have to summarize as a trading nation. So our economy is well diversified. So we have we are export-driven country. So our main export is electronics and electrics. And then we also main exporter of commodities such as palm oil and rubber.
Yes.
And I also have to mention we are the fourth largest exporter of natural gas as well in the world.
The fourth largest in the
fourth
world.
largest,
Oh my
yes.
God, amazing.
Yeah. So tourism is also one of our main income for the country. So as you can see, our economy is well diversified in that sense.
And before I do the translation, Excellency, what's about the economy post-corona?
Post-corona.
Yes.
Post-corona, we are recovering very well. Of course, during corona, every country in the world had to suffer due to economic downturn because of the lockdown and everything. We opened our economy, our border quite late, April last year. So since then, economy is picking up, I have to say.
So now it's going back to a very good path.
Now it's in full
can say
swing.
that.
People are traveling. Everything is, I suppose, close to pre-pandemic level, I suppose.
This is amazing. We're going to talk about Corona, but before I will do a short and concise translation. إذن اقتصاد ماليزيا هو اقتصاد مختلط وبيعتمد كتير على حركة التصدير، وبالتالي بيكون عم بيصدر زيت النخيل والسلع الأخرى منها الإلكترونيات والنفط والغاز الطبيعي، والصناعات الرئيسية منها كمان المطاط يلي بيعتمد بشكل كتير كبير على حركة التصدير، وهو أكبر أو رابع أكبر بلد مصدر للغاز الطبيعي، الغاز الطبيعي. ومن بعد فترة وباء كورونا رجع استعاد الاقتصاد نشاطه، وبالتالي اليوم اقتصاديا البلد ناشط جدا. What about the clusters, the strategies adopted during Corona? Was it over there any adaptation for the locals and the citizens to protect themselves? And do you have any laboratories like other countries, for instance, to make the vaccination, Excellency?
I suppose I have to say that Malaysia is one of the countries that has been successful in managing Corona. During the pandemic, the government has been very successful in managing the pandemic and helping the people in facing the pandemic. A lot of assistance are given to the people, those who are affected by pandemic, economically speaking. A lot of incentive, a lot of assistance are given to the people. And I think one of the key success story of Malaysia is how the government communicated to the government on what to do during
With citizens.
to the
Exactly.
citizens. Good communication plan to the people, telling people what to do during pandemic and helping the people during pandemic.
How to face it
How
and
to
how
face
to
it.
contain the virus.
And also, the good thing in Malaysia, our compliance rates are very high. So when the people say everybody have to put on masks, everybody will put on masks. So when people are in lockdown, people stay in their house. And then when people have to vaccinate, our vaccination rate is very, very high. So those are the things that I think all the elements that makes our
that helped
help
the locals
us
to overcome the pandemic. إذن باختصار الحكومة الماليزية كانت على أتم التواصل مع المواطنين يلي كانوا عم يتأيدوا بقواعد السلامة لجهة محاربة وباء كورونا، بس كانت الحكومة عم تصدر كل التعليمات اللازمة لاحتواء هالوباء. كانوا عم يتأيدوا بارتداء الكمامات وبالتالي تلقي اللقاح اللازم يتلقوا، وهذا هو سر نجاح الدولة لجهة احتواء الوباء والدعم والمساعدة. ما ننسى أنه الشعب يلي كان عم بيتلقيه بحينها. Excellency Ambassador of Malaysia to Lebanon, I, Joelle Aziz, want to thank you, Mr. Azri Yacob, Sama in Tele-Liban platform until we meet again.
Thank you very much, Joelle. Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Excellency.